ونكست سبيكر أو المتحدث الثاني هي الدكتورة لولو بنضريف، عضو هيئة التدريس بقسم الأحياء الدقيقة بكلية الطب البشري جامعة طرابلس، رئيس قسم الأحياء الدقيقة بمركز طرابلس الطبي. تقدم الورقة بعنوان System of Medical Food and Trends in Hospital Acquired Infection in Tripoli Medical Center between 2012 2016.
السلام عليكم. البرزنتيشن اليوم ان شاء الله حنقدمه على الداتا اللي هي اتجمعت في داخل مركز طرابلس الطبي في فتره ما بين 2012 الى 2016. نبدا يفضل نبدا ب WHO priority pathogens list for antibiotic resistance. According to the WHO recommendations, the priority one is the critical levels. We'll divide it into Acinetobacter pneumoniae, Pseudomonas Acinetobacter pneumoniae with carbapenem resistance, Pseudomonas aeruginosa with carbapenem resistance, and Enterobacteriaceae carbapenem resistance with extended beta-lactamase producing. The second priority for the WHO recommended by this is the highly level risk. It is the Enterococcus faecium vancomycin resistance, Staphylococcus aureus and MRSA methicillin resistance or the vancomycin resistance. Also the Helicobacter pylori and the Campylobacter and Salmonella for the fluoroquinolone resistance, and the other third priority medium like the Streptococcus pneumoniae with non-penicillin susceptibility or the penicillin resistance. Even the Haemophilus influenza, this priority is very important to the hospitals to record it in the Tripoli or the other cities in the Tripoli and even for globally. According to this recommendations or these classifications, in our TMC hospitals, we are evaluated for the several hospital-acquired infection or pathogens like Acinetobacters and Pseudomonas aeruginosa and even extended beta-lactamase and carbapenemase resistance for Escherichia coli and Klebsiella pneumoniae, and MRSA methicillin resistance Staphylococcus and vancomycin resistance Enterococci. And this isolated for all this, the pathogens that is isolated in the TMC, we are divided into according to the disease or associated with the infectious disease. For example, in the pneumonia, the main virulence pathogens that is isolated is the Acinetobacter pneumoniae, followed by the Klebsiella pneumoniae and the Pseudomonas aeruginosa. While in the UTI, the main pathogen that is isolated is the Escherichia coli and followed by Klebsiella pneumoniae. In the wound infection as well, as usual, is the Staph aureus is the main pathogens and followed by the Klebsiella pneumoniae. Even the bloodstream is the Klebsiella pneumoniae is the main pathogens that is related from all the cases that infected with the septicemia or the bacteremia. And the abdominal sepsis is the Enterococcus faecalis or the faecium is the main pathogens. And when the cases of the meningitis, the main pathogen that is related in TMC is the Acinetobacter pneumoniae and followed by the Staphylococcus aureus. The interesting point is the Enterococcus faecalis and faecium is also associated from the cases with the meningitis. The proportions of the hospital acquired according to the Acinetobacter pneumoniae, this is the resistance pattern that used for the TMC, and you can see for here the beta-lactam groups is almost of them is resistance into is about 90%, and even for the quinolone resistance as well. But we are concentrated about the carbapenem resistance. It is we use it for the Acinetobacter imipenem that are very well with our lab. The percent of the carbapenem resistance for Acinetobacters between the 2012 to 2016, it started in 2012, this is 75%, but now is reached to the 92%. This is the main points will be dramatically increased for the resistance for the carbapenem with the Acinetobacter pneumoniae. When the proportions, when you use it for the Pseudomonas aeruginosa, this is the resistance patterns used for the Pseudomonas aeruginosa, and you find here the imicacine, it is about 20% and we see for the imipinam and the zitronam or the carbapenem is the resistance also, but will be dramatically increased into 2015 and 16. It's a very important point. And the carbapenem resistance in the Pseudomonas aeruginosa started from the 2012, it's the only 15%. Now it is the 32, it is dramatically increased. But this 32 is according to the number that is related in the TMC. It is only 38 cases because there's a limitation in the hospitals. We have no facility to receive all the samples we send it from the different units in the TMC. And the Escherichia coli resistance is different. This is the patterns. It's still the imipinam and the amikacin is working in the strains collected in the TMC Tripoli, but the beta-lactam groups, most of them is the resistance to these strains that are collected in the TMC. But the carbapenem resistance here, you can see there is no cases reported for the 2012 and the 13, but now they are recorded. Some cases will be with the carbapenem with Escherichia coli resistance with the carbapenemase. So it's ranged from the 4 to 5% of cases that are recorded. In case of the Klebsiella pneumoniae that is related, it is different. As you see, for the beta-lactam groups, most of them is the resistance, even first and second generation cephalosporins. But the amikacin is still resistance is the low for the year. But the very interesting here, in the 2015 and 16, in the imipinam is increased dramatically. But even in the 2014, we found the ciptrine is a resistance rate to the more than 90%. I think this is the point for the outbreaks. It happens into 2014. Then it will be decreased for the next years. The carbapenem resistance here for the Klebsiella pneumoniae, it started from 10% and now is at 37. But the number as well is small, so the point is will be concentrated in 2015. It is collected to 277 cases, so the 24% of the carbapenem resistance strains. According to the Staphylococcus aureus, here it is also the some of the beta-lactam is a resistance, but it's still the linezolid and vancomycin, aticoline, and the digicycline is still working against the Staphylococcus aureus. And when you see for the cefoxitin, we found in the 2014 is still there is a high resistance, then dramatically we increase it. But we have data we are collected into 2008 and 14, and this paper is published in the Journal of the Medical Microbiology, and this work is working for the genotyping for the MRSA strains, for the 2004 strains collected from the TMC, and we found it's 37% is identical to the USA strain, and 26% were identical with the sequence type 80, which is the European strain, and even for the 5%, I think the 2% this is the USA, and this is the 9% is the identical with European strain. It's the only outbreaks strains will be as you may identified in the European. But all this is the data we are working in the Nebraska medical centers in the United States, because we have no facility to do the genotyping for the strains that collected in the TMC. Okay. This is the percentage for the different antibiotic profiles about the Enterococcus faecium or fecum. This is the profile, this is the resistance pattern. Still, we are concentrated about the vancomycin, about the Enterococcus faecium, and we have isolated some strains with the vancomycin. Still, the digicycline is still working for the Enterococci. According to the vancomycin resistance for the Enterococcus faecium, we found here that the outbreaks were found in 2014. We are isolated 30 cases we are infected with the VRE in the TMC, and most of cases is from the neonatal ICU or the medical ICU, especially with the meningitis and septicemia and other cases. We have 2016, but the number is only one case, but the number is small, so the percentage is high. Look, but the main point here for the 2014. The screening we did in the 2016 So we did for the 14, it is 5 January and repeated again 26th of January and 9 and February. And you can see for during the screening we isolated the VRA, carrier cases from the patients admitted in the hospitals and from the environment as well, and also for the Acinetobacter. And you see that the dramatically increased for the cases for each time. This is the cases for the VRA. Most of the cases were isolated from the pediatric oncology and CPU and medical ICU and neonatal ICU and CCU and necrotic. This is the cases mostly isolated from the VRA. The summary, despite the introduction of the various infectious control procedures, including implementation of the infectious control committee, but our hospitals still facing the huge hospital-acquired infections problem. This is due to the lack of antibiotic policy in the hospitals, lack of the infectious control practical policy, and lack of the disinfectant policy, and bad communications between the lab and the medical staff, unit staff. Okay, thank you.